slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. On first down, Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Philip Lindsay taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score.
Ah, ganhamos. Também. Me too.
As quickly as possible, run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Patriot offense ready for their first drive, led by Mac Jones, the Heisman Trophy finalist and 15th overall selection this spring from Alabama. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives. And I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
Throwing Jones.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, fuck you,
that one
Wayne.
unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, and that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Now, Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks. You better scout them well and hit on those selections.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, watch the fake. But Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though,
and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 55 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a short kick taken. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score.
Ha ha ha.
Miami.
Who only can't win for shit.
7 yards. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point.
No.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
There we go.
But no one was expecting a
It's
fake there, but
good. Fortnite can't scare me more.
2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
Successful kind drop.
How about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good start.
Ridiculous last night.
Past the 35. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on a punt for New England. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for the Dolphins.
That's why I hate the Miami Dolphins. I rather root for the Patriots. Shut up, Sparkle.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady, eluding the pressure, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tom Brady.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
No.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A chance for Waddle on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Steps away. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 7, Jones checking this down to Stevenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Jones throw complete there to Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB for the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, open man is Myers. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Folk's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That's that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half.
Gabbing.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Cam Newton with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head over to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Taysom Hill has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were losers in that one to the visiting.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. And threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Brady's throw is taken in by Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
I'm gonna go.
They'll run on first down. It's Stevenson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Throwing on second down. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another completion there. And you think about the draft in the spring, he's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's going to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough. Effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Fucking yes.
I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jones looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Waddle now to return it. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. On 2nd and 10, Brady. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Brady going to throw.
This is classic
Almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Brady to throw again. And it's complete to Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Darn.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And
The fuck you didn't even throw it? What type of Dolphin players have I signed?
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're
Motherfuck!
too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. No, he tries to force it.
Oh, that's what?
It's intercepted.
That's what you get for taking my fucking ball. You got that back.
Bring it back. It's a pick
Bitches.
six. Dolphins touchdown.
The New England bitches.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Brady now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing Jones. This complete left side to Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to
Yes!
time thus far. Justin Coleman, and he's just across midfield and down
Yeah,
at the
fuck
49-yard line.
Fuck you right there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Pats at the line.
Yeah,
ready to go.
they are
And
Patriots.
with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Taken from just outside the 30.
Oh,
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another run with Gaskin. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done.
That looks like a touchdown, man.
A lot harder to stop.
That was a
He will
touchdown.
get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
Do another speed run.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know
Of the
NFL
whole
coaches
year.
are on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
And not much on this one. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Man,
That might just cement it.
that is a fucking good one, man.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
This
and
is
that's
the
something you
final
almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
And that's a murder right there.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile,